Should we do an IPA? Yeah, it's been a minute. Let's do an IPA. Hey guys, Jim here. Beer to you. We're back at it once again. Cool. So today, we're gonna do the Squatters IPA from Salt Lake City, Utah. Yeah, I said it, Utah. All right, Utah gets a bit of a shitty rep for liquor laws. Got it. Beers that are sold in the grocery store can only be 4% alcohol by volume or 3.2% alcohol by weight. They can only be sold in the grocery store. If it's sold in a restaurant, it has to be served with the intent to dine. You have to have food with it. And you can't sell any kind of beer that's above 3.2% alcohol by weight or 4% alcohol by volume on draft anywhere in the state. What happened? I blacked out. But despite all of that, they actually have a decent craft beer scene, and they got some brewers doing some cool things. And we're gonna take a look, like I said today, I'm gonna give you another look at it. We're gonna look at it twice. The Squatters IPA from Squatters Brewing, Salt Lake City, Utah. So what is it? Well, 6.5% ABV, so shit hot. They got that part figured out. 55 IBUs. So this one has, if you look at, we're looking at the can here, not a ton of detail on there. Kind of your generic kind of, hey, beer's good and this is a good beer that you can enjoy when you're enjoying beer. It's the hoppiness of a classic American IPA. So it is apparently won some awards. We're unable to find out which ones, but hey, it's an IPA and it's got a ship on there, which, you know, I dig. So yeah, that's that. So Utah beer, but we're giving it a try. So here we go. All right, so into the glass we go. So this is, like I said, 6.5% ABV, 55 IBUs. So right down the middle, the sweet spot of your average craft beer. So here we have it. Look at that. Look at that little guy. So very clear, obviously filtered, straw color. So IPA looking, about one finger, really tight head. So really good, small, compact little bubbles. Let's see what we got on the nose. So, American IPA, kind of your standard smell, nothing jumping out at me. A little bit of hop bitterness, a little bit of hop funkiness, but not a ton. Some hop aroma, a little bit of malt. That's it. So, fairly standard issue IPA. Cool. Now to the taste. Cheers. Okay, so right off the bat, there was more going on the nose than there is going on the taste. Had this happen a couple times with different beers. Starts off real good, starts off with a nice bitter, like crisp hop bitterness, a little bit of maybe your darker piney, more resinous hop, and into malt, but then it just kind of stops. Finish kind of peters out a little bit. It's not bad. On subsequent sips, you definitely get more of a finish, but it just is a little kind of overpromised and underdelivered just a tiny bit on the nose versus on the taste. Yeah, but that initial flavor is good. There's a really good balance of malt and hop. It doesn't tell me what hops are in there. I'm imagining there's some strong bittering charge, and then possibly, I don't even want to venture a guess, you know, what kind of hops they're using, but or if they're dry hopping. They don't really tell you a whole lot. I looked at their website, not a ton of information other than just, hey, we make beer and it's good, and this is an IPA, and it's an IPA type beer. So that's a marketing thing. You can kind of do whatever you want with that. So it was right around 3.4 out of 5 on Untapped. So, and looking through it, some people really liked it, and some people didn't like it as much. I think maybe there's a certain amount of folks that, hey, comparative to some just weak sauce, generic 3.2 beer that's manufactured, this is fantastic. Go buy this over any of that stuff. But compared to some of the big things out there, this one's just, it's okay. It's okay. As is common, as it warms up in the glass a little bit, flavors develop it a little bit more. But still good hop. Just if I had a gripe, like I said, just the finish is a little thin and the complexity, it's kind of a one-note IPA. It's pretty much, hey, make an American IPA, go for it. But they did a good job. Nothing innovative, nothing crazy, but if you're looking for a sipper, something you can kick back and relax after a long day at the office in the warm, this ain't bad. 6.5% ABV, so right at that border of sessionable versus not sessionable. I mean, anything is sessionable. Your mileage may vary, but you know, kind of the long. I always use the long afternoon at a picnic kind of thing where I don't want to have. I like to have a beer because it's hot, but I don't want to be completely on my ass after 2. And this is kind of right at that borderline there. So what do I rate it? The magical, mystical Radometer. I'm gonna give this guy 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. I was going to give it 6.5 out of 10, but as it warmed up a little bit, a chunk of that thinness, and remember, the colder you serve your beer, the less flavor it's going to have. I'd had this can out for a little while, so it was at a coolish cellar temperature, but even as it comes up a little bit, just the heat of my hand, it got warmer and the flavors developed a little bit more. So what does that tell you about every beer out there that says, we're the coldest of the cold? What are they trying to tell you? They don't want you to taste their beer. Write that one down. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. On second review, not the worst IPA by a fair margin. Cool. So I think that's it. I think we're done. 7 Squatters IPA, 7 out of 10 beer from me. Please, if you can, downstairs there, click on the button to subscribe if you like what we're doing. Helps us out. And click the button, the bell, so you can get notifications every time we post. Do a beer review at least every week, plus some other stuff here and there as well. Some interesting little bits and bobs. Comment downstairs. Let me know what you think. If you're from Utah, please let me know what you think about the beer, liquor laws, anything you want to talk about. But I think that's it. So until next time, dear friends, beer nerds of the world, unite. Keep looking out for the good stuff. Cheers.